and welcome back to another episode of my survival series. We've got both fields growing and fertilized, so I think it's time that we try and make a little money off of some lumber. Got most of this tree grove here I can cut down. Definitely need all we can get. That stump. Where did it get it? I must have got it. Okay. So this thing is super cheaty. But I hate luck, so it works. And I do have some good news. I purchased most of the components to build a new computer. So I'll be reusing my graphics card. But other than that, I will have a completely new computer. Which means I should be able to record the competitive multiplayer I've been doing with some of my friends. Because I'll definitely have the CPU to handle all that now. I went with the Ryzen 7 5800X, I think what it was. It wasn't the 59 or the 5950, it was 58. And got some new RAM, got a NVMe hard drive. I'll reuse some of my other hard drives because most of these are actually pretty new. I ended up replacing all of my hard drives. I think last year actually. So they're all pretty new. Not a lot of hours on them. They've got good life left according to the smart drive thing. Yeah, it's gonna be great. I'm excited. It's gonna be nice, having a computer that has hardware from the current decade. Yeah, I looked back and my build was from 2011. That's a little bit longer than I thought it was. Which also means that I built that before DDR4 was even out. So DDR4 RAM was still in like the testing and design phase or whatever you want to call that. It wasn't even consumer ready the last time I built a computer. So I definitely needed the upgrade. And I've really noticed it trying to render these videos. These aren't all that incredibly long. And quality's not the greatest. Some of that's just based on how YouTube, how they upload it. Because on my computer, like the actual physical copy I have on my computer, it looks better than what I'm seeing on YouTube, even after they've said they've done their standard definition and high definition rendering. So there's something with how YouTube. Oh boy, what's going on here? What are we doing? That was weird. I'm not sure what happened there. Anyway. Yeah, but those videos, this computer, it takes, a 20-minute video takes me about, between uploading and rendering, which most of the time is the rendering, the uploads for me only take about, I don't know, 15-20 minutes. But just the rendering takes about 30 to 40 minutes. And it's not changing file formats, nothing. It's just basically churning my stuff into a single MP4 video, or whichever one it is YouTube uses, I don't remember. And if I have like monitoring software out, oh yeah, my CPU has spikes during the render process up to like 87% usage, and the only reason it doesn't stay that high is because it starts to throttle because of temperature. Even with an AIO, it was getting up there. I was watching it pretty hard the last one I did, and so it throttles itself a lot. So I will be very excited to finally have a decent computer to do this stuff with. And you guys will benefit also because you'll get to see the competitive. And so we have been playing that for a while. I think we've got probably four or five sessions in. And like I said, each time we play, we end up going through like 2 or 3 game days. So we're pretty far into it, but there's a lot of ways to win. There's a much more popular YouTuber that I'm sure you all have a pretty good idea of who I'm talking about, that does a survival series, and his is basically just, the most money when we decide to end it wins, or the most land when we decide to end it wins. And we've gone quite a bit further than that. Basically, we have it on a points system where all kinds of different things equal different points. So like there's a point for the first one to have, a full small cow barn, and a full large cow barn. And it's a total point system, so you can play multiple different ways and still have a chance to win. And even if you don't have the most money, you can still win. Or if you don't have the most land, you can still win. There's a lot to it. And I'll kind of get into that more a little bit once I start actually recording it. Gosh, this thing is so slow. Don't have access to that one. Where's the line? Can I do some of these? Okay, I can do some of these. Nope, can't do that one. What about that one? I think that one's past mine too. So probably just that one, and then one's off to the other side there. I'm super excited. I cannot wait to start building this PC. Everything should be here this week. As we speak, I've got my blinds up with the sun shining right in my face, just so I can see when UPS gets here. Because the first package is coming via UPS and it's signature required. And I don't know what UPS drivers are like in your area, but I don't think mine knocks. I think if you're not there waiting for him, he just leaves. Maybe he just doesn't drive by. Oh, it doesn't look like anyone's home. I'm gonna leave. I'll just leave a note. Sneak in, sneak out. Kind of what it seems like half the time. For posterity, if any UPS drivers start watching this video, I'm sorry, kinda, not really. Sorry, not sorry. I've definitely had some really terrible experiences with UPS drivers. There were some people who probably should have never been a UPS driver being a UPS driver. I had one once. He left a package on top of the hood of my wife's car, just sitting on top of the hood. And the same guy who literally put one right behind the tire of my wife's car. If I hadn't come home later than she did that day, she probably would have never seen it, and she probably would have backed over it. That's out of range of back. And that guy was just a total piece of work. He was one of the types that in that area that couldn't find people to do it, and he's like, yeah, well, it pays. Took the job and just didn't care. And it was a horrible experience. I actually would pay more for USPS shipping just so I didn't have to get things delivered via UPS. It was that bad. But so far the guy now is pretty good. That was a different town. This one's not so bad. But I wish he'd hurry up and get here because I want to look at stuff. I'm excited. I'm getting most of the important components today, minus the motherboard. If the motherboard was showing up today, I could actually put it together and test run it. So now all I need to do is either A, win the lottery, or B, win the Newegg lottery, so I can actually get a new graphics card. Because as it sits right now, I think either one would be about the same chances of winning. Whether it be a real cash lottery or a Newegg shuffle. But hopefully I can win a new graphics card too. Well, I say win, but it's win the opportunity to spend my money. But we'll see. Anyway, I'm going to keep going with this, and I will probably come back to you in a little bit. Alright, we're back. We get to see how well this works. So we'll start selling some wood chips off. And now this is kind of the problem with this. You gotta kind of just go back and forth and tip and sell and tip and sell. Because it won't unload directly into that sell point. It doesn't have a unload here option or whatever you want to consider it. So I just have to keep doing this until the Tree Maverick is empty, and hopefully it'll go again and fill right back up. Yeah, 25,000 liters at a time. And this is a little bit easier when you have bigger trailers and a tractor that you can actually put it on the front and pull a trailer behind with you. That works really well. This is okay. It could be worse. It could be better. But we'll see how much money we made off of pretty much all the trees on our property because I haven't been able to sell anything. So. And luckily I got that set up just right, so it just kind of shoots into the trailer. It makes me really wish I had a bigger trailer. One of those modded ones that holds like 2 million liters. I've got one in the game, but I don't have the money to purchase one or the tractor to pull it. This is working out pretty well. I don't know how much I've got left in the Maverick. I'm making some decent money off all these wood chips. 4,500 a load. This might be just enough to get me into my my larger tractor that I was looking at. That would be fantastic. I think it will be enough. Well, I guess I can show you what I'm looking at. It's another modded tractor. I'm really leaning towards this white Field Boss. However, if I make enough money, I would not be opposed to, you know, like the modded Case 7200 or the modded 8140. Because this one, what's the maximum horsepower? Maximum horsepower is 170. And how much does that cost at 170? 31,000, that's not bad. This one, I think this is the max horsepower. Yeah, max horsepower is 160. This one I don't think is much better. Yeah, 175 for 90. This one I would really like this one because you can get all the way up to, I think, yeah, 250 horse. 261. So that would be a very good one to have, and I can grow quite a bit with that one. And that one's modded where I can switch back and forth between a front attacher and loader arms. I can't have both at the same time for some reason with that mod, but I can go to the shop and switch back and forth, which is not ideal, but it's doable. Oh, and there's the end. Gosh, we made quite a bit of money off those wood chips. Like $29,000. Because I think I had about $600 before I started selling. Let's see where we at. Today, harvest income $28,799. Very nicely done. So I think with that, it is time to get rid of this guy. Or no, I shouldn't get rid of it. I should keep this one as maybe keep this one as just a bale loading trailer. Or something. Well, let's see here. Let's go into these tractors. I know I can't get that. And that's a little bit bigger than what I've got, but I don't really want to go with this. Because I mean, best we're looking at there is 130 horsepower. And you got that same built-on loader that'll probably give me troubles. I know this mod works. It's not the greatest tractor in the world, but I know it works. So, if we go used, which obviously it would be used. Don't worry about any of that. Don't worry about any of that. Don't worry about that. Go with the bigger engine. I can get weights. Can I get a front attacher? Nope, it's either weights or loader arms. Ooh. Spendy, spendy, spendy. Well, let's do that. And got the used second hand. Let's do it. Okay, so I've got the loader arms. Now, how much wood? Oh, not there. Right there. 5,400. But what is it used? 43. But I think I need the bigger set, which would be 64. What can I get for that guy? 37. It'll be a little more in the shop. I don't know that I can do it just yet. I think I'm going to have to wait until after this harvest. But then I will be able to get some motor arms for this one and probably get rid of that other John Deere. I need to also repair this stuff. I bought it used. Oh, I never noticed that big bud. Repair. $246. I really do like this mod. Whoever made this did a fantastic job. I mean, this looks just like I would expect a tractor of this vintage to look. It is absolutely fantastic. This modder did an excellent job. Not a super incredibly powerful tractor. It's not fast. It doesn't have the front loader or front detacher. But for what it is, it will serve me well. So I think with that, we will definitely call this an episode, and we'll probably be back once the fields have popped and I can start harvesting again. So with that, thanks for watching. Please like, share, subscribe, and be on the lookout for future videos, because this series will be going for probably quite a while, at least until the next farm sim comes out. So I think we'll do that for my thumbnail right there, and we will see you next time. Thanks for watching. Bye.